This is the first time today that I've seen the whole thing together. It is a pretty outrageous representation now I see it. I hope people come along in goodwill and see what they make of it. The installation is all the traditional 106 characters from what we call in English the Tibetan Book of the Dead, the Great Liberation Through Hearing. I've read the text many times. How does the West really even understand half of what this text is saying if you cannot visualize them? I began the research to find descriptions of what these things were, and I thought, I can make these. These are things that look like they've walked out of our nightmares, and yet they're actually symbols of the enlightened mind. There is so many different ways to interpret this mandala. This is our mind at work. Our mind isn't just a simple, one-dimensional thing. What you will confront after you have died on your journey into the next life. Another interpretation is that the whole thing is just representative of our mind. Painted mandala is really an architect's design of a palace. All of these sculptures are actually the three-dimensional form of that painted mandala. You have the painted mandala, which is the architect's design. Then you move past that into the three-dimensional form of what lives in that palace. The Foundry has become a mandala palace for all these sculptures. It suits the recycling nature. It's an industrial kind of feel to it, which I really liked. And the installation is nearly 3 years in the making. The paintings are a part of the whole process. Trying to give each figure movement was what I really enjoyed. And they'd be fingerless and toeless. I had to make over 2,362 fingers and toes. Glue gun and cardboard, it's very simple. I've always created art out of found things. A lot more gold just to give it a bit of bling, really. It holds my center. It gives me a space away from the intensity of university life. And I've already got the next thing I want to create planned. This is the first time in the history of Australia, if not the Southern Hemisphere, that the three-dimensional mandala of the Tibetan Book of the Dead has ever been seen. There are paintings of the mandala, but there is not anywhere the sculptures. So Echuca's blazing. I hope people can take their time to look carefully, make of it what you will. They can think what they like, they can make up their own story. Here's a map of your mind.
Take from it
Is that a part of
whatever
my
you want.
mind, or is that not a part of my mind? No, that's not a part of my mind. Well, yes, it is actually. There's one painting that is not for sale, but everything else is for sale. I'm also running 2 workshops where we explore and chant some of the mantras. A bit of fun for 60 minutes or so. We need to see dying as just a part of what and who we are. The traditional meditation and workshop, meditating on your own death. At a deeper level, this is what this installation is about. And I think it's all right.